to today's recipe. I'm Saskia from rawfreedom.co.uk and today I'm going to be making Mexican salad. And if you've got my recipe book, you can follow it on page 110. So it's really simple this, but one of my favourite salads with a kind of slight Mexican edge to it. So we've got 2 lettuce leaves, which I'm literally going to slice really finely. Shred them. You can use any kind of lettuce for this. I've got a red oak leaf lettuce here, but you know, any lettuce is good. The only lettuce really to try and avoid is iceberg, because it's been so sort of messed around with genetically that it doesn't have an awful lot of goodness left in it anymore. So we've got 1 ripe avocado, and with an avocado what you're doing is to tell if it's ripe. First of all, you squeeze it. If it gives slightly, then it's ripe, and then cut round and twist. If it doesn't come away easily, it means the avocado is not ripe yet. So make sure you put it back next to some bananas or in a brown paper bag and wait until you can split it. If you twist really hard and split it, when it's not ripe enough, it will stop ripening and it will never ripen. So make sure that you keep it together. So I remove the stone like that. Now the easiest way that I find to actually chop avocados is still in their skin. So be careful you don't go all the way through the skin. You're just gently cutting through with your knife until you feel the skin with the end of the knife. And you're doing just cubes of avocado for this. And then with a spoon, you just scoop your avocado into your bowl. And when you do this, make sure you don't get the kind of end, the stalky bit on the end. Make sure you've already removed that before. And then we're going to do 1/4 of a cucumber. And when you're chopping cucumbers, you want to kind of cut away until you start seeing the seeds at the end, because then that's the kind of really lovely tasty bit. And we're just going to dice it. And this is about, you know, I'm kind of doing it into sort of centimetre squared bits, roughly. Put it in with your lettuce and your avocado. And then we've got 1 corn on the cob. Now you can buy these, you know, this is the right time of the year for it. We are in August in the UK here, and you can buy them already dehusked, or you can get them with their husks on like this. I just love the look of them when they've still got their husks on. I kind of like the unwrapping of them. And also it just means that you can see how super fresh they are as well when they've got their husks on. You don't want to use canned corn because it's actually already been cooked. So you're going to cut the end off where there's no yellow bits, and I tend to cut it in half just to make it easier. And then you are just cutting down the side to get the corn off. Just make sure you don't cut too close. If you cut too close, you'll notice, because the stalky bit, the kind of fibrey bit in the middle, will come away as well. So what you want is them to sort of be all loose like that, then you know you've cut them away enough. And you can do about, it depends on the size of the corn on the cob, but about 1 centimetre in is how far you can cut in. And then you make sure you break it all up, put it into your bowl. Like that. And then we've got a tablespoon of coriander. Now I've kind of, you know, I know because I do this a lot, I know how much a tablespoon of coriander looks like, what it looks like. It's a rough measurement, you can put in a bit more, a bit less, and you're just chopping it finely so it mixes in nicely with the rest of your ingredients. Add it in. And then we've got 10 black olives here, which we're just going to cut in half. These are already pitted, so they've had their stones removed. Just makes it super easy to add it into your salad. Just cutting them in half so they'll spread out nicely through the salad, the flavour. The best olives to get, you can get raw olives online. And if you can't get raw olives online, then go to a deli or somewhere and actually get kind of black Kalamata olives, because they tend to be much better quality. You don't want to get the jarred or canned ones from the supermarkets unless they're a really good quality. If they're jet black, it tends to mean that they've had loads of kind of chemical processing doing to them. When they're purple, it means that they've been cured more naturally. So it's always a good idea as well to check the ingredients if you're going to buy them jarred. The best quality ones are if you can get them loose from a deli. And now I'm going to make the dressing. So I use an old jam jar with the, I like to take the label off. And we are going to be using olive oil, chilli and lime juice. So half a lime. If you don't have a lemon or lime squeezer like this, you can just use a fork and stick it in and just kind of, do the juice into your jar. And then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And 1/4 teaspoon of chilli. Now you can use hot chilli or mild chilli, it's totally up to you. This one is a mild chilli, I just really like the flavour of it. But if you want a bit more kick, you can also do spicy hot chilli. And then you just put the jar on your lid and give it a good shake. Pour it over your salad. Give it a good stir around. And what I tend to do is I will then decant this into like a salad bowl of some description before I serve it. And then I'll sprinkle with some Engevita, which is nutritional yeast flakes. And just sprinkle the top for that slightly cheesy flavour. And also I like to kind of just put a little sprinkle of chilli on the top for the colour as well. And there you have the most delicious salad, which is perfect as a side in the evening or as your lunch. It's got a lot of nutrition and meatiness to it because it's got that corn in it and the olive and the avocado, so it's a really good filling lunch as well, which you can make in the morning and take to work with you. If you're going to do that, then it's always good to take your jar of dressing and put it on just before you eat it, because otherwise it will wilt and go a bit soggy. But they're the most yummy salad.